Hello again, fellow Spark drivers. Hope you're doing well, staying safe out there. I'm loving doing these Reddit reactions. I hate all the stuff I see as far as something like this, like tip baited, but it's good because I can offer some, advice, helpful tips, things like that, and go into details about things and hopefully help out other drivers and, just point out things about like communication, which I'll get into with this one. But so I like all the content on here, but at the same time, it's heartbreaking. This one, the Spark Driver Reddit from user Dirt's Clayworks, and it's titled First Week Tip Baited. They showed a screenshot. So it's a shopping trip, and they said it took about an hour. So their confirmed earnings was $11.70 for the shopping trip. Ooh, this one's rough. Confirmed tips, $58 crossed out. They gave him $1. That is very, very cold. Now, the big problem is when something like this happens, we don't know if something went wrong with the order, if the customer's just, having a bad day, they wanted to tip bait or something. The driver did mark out all the details, so I don't know how many items, but they said it took about an hour anyways. At least they got the base pay, but we don't know, was something wrong? You're doing this much shopping, there's probably a lot of cold stuff, or some. So was there an issue with that? Or some of the items expired? When they dropped off the order, was everything all around kind of messy in that? Like me, I always make sure the bag handles are up and everything's, not neat and tidy in that, but everything's arranged nicely. So when you take a photo, it won't be like, oh, everything was scattered about and everything. It's like, no, we got the photo. Everything's in order. So it's like, what happened? This is a big problem still. There's no communication. So the customer is going to cross out that tip and adjust it to less. They should have to confirm, with Spark HQ or select from a list of options what went wrong. Because in this case, again, we don't know. And I feel for the driver because you shop a big order, you drop it off, and then to tip bait. And, it's not smart to do this also. Because again, we don't know what happened. So when we see something like that, it's like, oh, this customer was tip baiting. Not smart. Don't be stupid. All customers do not tip bait. But at the same time, there's no communication between the customer and the driver after, everything's been dropped off. So I'm just saying, we're delivering to your homes. Don't be stupid. Some people take this personally, and something like this, you're going to be blacklisted. And I'll just leave it at that. Don't do anything stupid, but it's not smart. And some people, this other Reddit post I was reading, they said I take a screenshot of every customer, every address and that, so I remember, somebody tip baits or they don't tip, don't accept an offer or an order from this person. But this is really unfortunate. And in this case, what can you do besides get upset? $58 crossed out, $1? I mean, that's just mean and very, very stupid. The details here, apartment perishable, so that means there are some cold, possibly some freezer items. It says small order, but it took him about an hour. But yes, first week, tip baited. This is not motivation. This will motivate you to quit, to delete the Spark app. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. But again, I think that if you're going to lower a tip that you'd pre-tipped, you should have to explain why. What happened? what went wrong? Because what if this happens on every drop off for this driver? And they're like, oh, I wasn't aware, you know? Like the same thing, the same problem is happening. It's like, oh, thanks for letting me know. I'll correct that. But in this case, it's just like, well, screw that customer. But anyways, let me know your tip 8 stories. I'd love to hear from you. And like this video up. Subscribe for more. Share it with other drivers. I'll see you next time, and keep on sparking.